Like all living things, plants too have a life cycle. They begin as a seed and grow into a mature plant, and that mature plant produces new seeds. The plant life cycle starts with a seed. Every seed holds a miniature plant called an embryo. Seeds have the beginning of a root system inside of them. The hard outside of the seed is called the seed coat, and it protects the embryo. Some seeds are capable of growing even after many years of being kept cool and dry. The next stage in the plant's life cycle is germination. When a seed falls on the ground, it needs warmth and water in order to germinate. The stem will begin to push through the soil, which is called germination or sprouting. The tiny root will push down in the soil and will grow, all while looking for water and nutrients that it needs in order to grow. The next step in a plant's life cycle is growth. In order to complete the life cycle stage of growth, plants have to produce their own food. This process is called photosynthesis. As soon as the leaves emerge, they start the process of photosynthesis. Plants contain chloroplasts in the leaves, which converts the energy from sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water into sugar, which they use as food. The plants store the sugars in the roots and stem. The stem grows longer towards the sun and transports water and food between the root and the leaves. New leaves grow from the top of the stem. After a while, flower buds will begin to develop. Some plants will flower within days, while it takes other plants months or even years. The next step after growth is reproduction. Inside the bud, a tiny but complete flower will form. Over time, the bud opens and blossoms into a mature flower. The flower is the sexually reproductive part of the plant. The petals of the flower are often very noticeable, brightly colored, and strongly scented in order to attract pollinators. In the center of the flower, there is a long, slender tube that ends in a rounded oval. The tube is called the style. On the top of the style is the stigma. Its job is to collect the pollen. It may be sticky, hairy, or shaped in a way that helps it better trap pollen. Once the pollen is trapped, it travels down the style to the rounded part at the end, called the ovary, where eggs are waiting to be fertilized. The fertilized eggs become seeds in this stage of the life cycle. In fruit-producing plants, the ovary ripens and becomes fruit. Seed spreading is the final stage in the plant's life cycle. Seeds are spread in many different ways. Some are scattered by the wind, while others rely on animals to spread the seeds for them. Humans spread many seeds intentionally by planting a garden. Water lilies depend on water to spread their seeds. Once the seeds fall to the ground, the plant life cycle starts all over again. So we have learned that with the right amount of water and sunlight, a plant will grow, leaving behind more seeds to be spread throughout the world.